When you get involved in a local church, you want to make sure that when you give, your giving is making an impact. This community of faith is committed to serving its local cities and towns where we gather, but we also feel called to make a difference around the world. We want to give you a little insight on what Vox Church has been doing in their local missions, but also globally in the year 2023.
India has the second highest orphan population in the entire world. Currently, 30 million children are without parents, and most are also without homes. Given those challenging circumstances, starting the school year with the necessary supplies can be so stressful. Alongside our global partner, Rise and Shine, we were able to help provide school uniforms and school supplies for over 6,500 orphans.
As we supported children back in India, here in our cities back home, we strategized about how to support families and children. In New Haven, we had the opportunity to give out 2,000 bags of food, partnering up with food pantries and hosting events in order to address the food gap. In Springfield, they gave out 1,200 pairs of shoes. In Middletown, they hosted an event to give out supplies for school bags, helping teachers and school classrooms. Across all of our cities, 2,000 plus bags were given out to children and families filled with school supplies. We also spent 5 weeks of Vacation Bible School. 223 children were reached, and out of those, 37 children gave their lives to Christ.
We also hosted Night to Shine, an event that intentionally celebrates people living with disabilities. We were able to create an incredible prom experience for over 75 families that night.
In June, we sent a team of 12 youth and 4 adults to San Pedro, Mexico. And on this trip, we were able to just indulge in the people, and it was a wonderful experience. Our youth were able to step out in faith and really share the message of Jesus to the people of the local community.
That same month, we had the honor of sending a missions team to Lebanon to support a local indigenous pastor and to equip and train over 100 pastors from across the Middle East. Vox helped to fund a website for these leaders with resources for all types of ministry. This digital resource was rolled out and given to the pastors in attendance free of charge, thanks to your generosity.
We are in this together across the globe and here in New England. Throughout 2023, Vox leaders had the opportunity to work with Impact Connecticut to serve over 240 pastors and leaders, sharing best practices, teaching about resources, and strengthening the local church throughout the entire region.
Luke 14 tells us to go out into the streets, go in the alleyways of the town and bring in the poor, the crippled, the lame, and the blind, and compel them to come in so that my house will be full. Each month at Vox, we host what we call impact groups, where we go out into our towns and cities and meet some of the greatest needs with a heart posture to compel them to come in. So in the seats next to you, we have people who mentor at-risk youth, who spend time with men and women who are experiencing unplanned pregnancies and drop off food to families experiencing food insecurity, and so much more.
And while many of us are home taking care of the needs at home, our partners, Love 146 and Advancing Native Missions, are continuing to rescue children from trafficking all across the world, while providing all the necessary aftercares needed for a holistic healing. This year, we have been able to help fund and support safe homes and social services to end the fight, and also to put an end to trafficking everywhere.
Together, we've invested nearly $200,000 to help fuel the work for our global partners. We've also invested over $300,000 serving the people of New England. We've mobilized 1,698 volunteers this year, and we've also invested 18,500 hours serving the people in New England. What could happen if our whole church caught the vision to sacrificially give to help move the mission forward? What could happen if together we rearranged our lives for the benefit of others? Thank you for giving, and thank you for serving. Your prayers matter, and your sacrifice matters. God sees the one, and He loves them, and together we can make a difference for eternity.